What's going on, y'all? I'm back. Today I want to talk about the C70 update. Now, the C70 has been getting a lot of updates. Being that the camera has been out a couple years, we're getting improvement on clear scan shutter mode. When you're at 60 frames per second, it's mostly, or high frames per second, you'll see the lines going across the LED screen, and I guess it'll wipe all that out and get it at a specific shutter speed. Another update that the C70 is having is a improved face detection autofocus. Now, the autofocus has gotten better with the last firmware update, but it's still not up to Sony standards. All right, I'm gonna just say that, okay? But what I've noticed in C-Log 3 is that the picture profile is much darker and it's hard for it to detect anything. So hence is why I always stay in C-Log 2. I mean, C-Log 2, you get way more dynamic range anyway. So I don't, you know, but for people who do want to use C-Log 2 and match it up with another camera, just know with darker skin or even switching to C-Log 3, it makes it that much harder just because of the shadows. Now this is my favorite. It's going to be my favorite update that this camera has had already, and what they're doing is that they're magnifying the waveform and the vector scope that's in the camera. That little picture that we have to read off of does not help at all. It does not. Yeah, you have other ways like false color, and then you got that little indication at the bottom, but I mean, and then ISO. Like there's many things you can do to just, you know, have an eye for it, but sometimes I don't know the camera that well, you know, in certain situations, and I need that vector scope, or I do need that waveform a lot bigger. And another thing that they have here, it says add support for flex zoom CN, I'm guessing Cine, 14 to 35 millimeter T17. I'm guessing this is a lens that I probably can't afford, but it's an update on that one. All right, so that is the update to the Canon C70, and if you have it, just be prepared. I'm hoping that this firmware is better than the last. The last one did okay, but hopefully this one right here will actually bring this camera to its full capacity. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'll be making more videos about this camera because I don't see it as much. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back.